The last two problems are a tiny bit different than the previous ones. I actually like these a little bit better because you know what the answer is supposed to be. Okay, with the first four that we did, it was kind of like we were just simplifying, and there's always this question of like, well, is that simple enough? Can I keep going? But with these, it says verify each identity. So we are trying to show that these two things are equal to each other. So basically, what we're doing, if we look at number 5, just kind of draw a line and split this. Okay, we are trying to show that the left-hand side of the equation is equal to the right-hand side. So what you want to do is simplify the more complicated side, which is usually the left, until it looks like the right side of the equation. Okay, and we are showing that these two things are equal to each other. So let me show you how this one works. Often a good strategy for these is to put everything in terms of sines and cosines. That doesn't always work, but it is often a good strategy. So I'm going to leave the sine alone, just sine x. And then secant, using those reciprocal identities, secant is 1 over cosine. And cotangent, using the quotient identity, is cosine over sine. Okay, and that one I'm just going to leave alone. These are all multiplying fractions. I'm going to put the sine x over 1. And then remember, when we're multiplying fractions, we're allowed to cancel things that are on the diagonal. So the cosines cancel and the sines cancel. And you'll notice the left-hand side has become 1 and the right-hand side is 1. So we did it. Okay, we got the left-hand side to look like the right-hand side. And we're finished with this problem. So that's why I like these a little bit better, is because you have an end goal. Okay, you know when you're finished. So let's check out number 6. We're going to do the same thing. Okay, so think of these as two separate sides. We do not want to like subtract anything from both sides or multiply anything on both sides. These are two totally separate sides of it. I'm going to approach this the same way. I'm going to try and get everything in terms of sine and cosine. So secant is 1 over cosine. Cotangent is cosine over sine. And then the other side, I'm just going to leave that alone. All right, we're multiplying fractions, so we're allowed to cancel things that are on the diagonals. So I have 1 over sine equals cosecant x. And then with our reciprocal identity, we know that 1 over sine is cosecant x. And the right-hand side is cosecant x. So we did it. Got them to be the same. Okay, so like I said, these are kind of like puzzles. They just take practice recognizing when it's a good idea to do different things. So we'll be doing some more practice with these in our other activities.